Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Ultima 7. Last episode, we had found out there's a play being made about us, and we need to dress up to be in the play. And we also had lost these two virtue stones. It turns out the game put them in our key bag when we were picking them up, because there wasn't enough room for them in the one bag it wanted to put them in, so we did not lose them. They are here. Oh, you've got to be joking me. Okay, well, Avatar, these have to go in your main bag, I guess, because no other options. Alright. Off we go! We have played hardly any of this game, and the inventory already, I can tell, is going to be a disaster. Alright, so we're headed down to the clothing shop. It's got to be... This is the farmer's... Not the farmer's market, but we need to get over here to Gale's clothing shop, because we need to buy an Avatar costume. Gay! Hey, Gay. Gay, come back. Is it Gay or Gale? Hello again. It's Gay. And what may I do for thee today? I need... job. I oversee the clothiers here in Britain. When I am not pursuing the teachings of the Fellowship, I need to buy. Do not tell me. Raimundo sent thee to get an Avatar costume. They cost 30 gold coins. Dost thou want one? Yes. She looks you up and down. Yes, I think we might be able to find something for thee. After several minutes of rummaging through the store, Gay returns. Here it is. Not many left. We have had a run on them recently. It is indeed a pleasure to do business with thee, O great Avatar. She grins and hands you the costume. Goodbye. Alright, what does this costume look like that we picked up here? Let's take a look. Hey, it actually does look like it's the same thing I'm wearing. That's great. Let's go ahead and put it on. There we go. It's the Avatar costume. It is what I am actually wearing. That is hilarious. That's pretty great. Alright, back up we go to the theater. Open the door. Alright, now that I am in costume. Yes, yes, Raimundo snaps. What dost thou want? I'm busy. I'm here for my audition. I see thou art ready. Very well. Take center stage. Wouldst thou? Raimundo hands you a script and you take center stage. The lights feel hot on your face, although you are a little nervous. You clear your throat and begin to read the lines on the page. Where do we put the emphasis? On which syllable? I am the Avatar. No, 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 that is all wrong. Thou art the Avatar. Thou must feel like the Avatar. Thou must sound like the Avatar. Thou must be the Avatar. Try it again. Jesse, hand our friend thy staff. Here it is, my lord. With the staff in hand, you try the lines once more. This time you feel like a true actor. The lines flow from your lips as if the Avatar were really saying them. You feel excitement you have never before felt. You like this acting thing. You crave more. You anxiously await Raimundo's critique. Raimundo takes the staff and says, Yes, that's fine. I thank thee. Fine. We shall be in touch. Yes, thank thee for coming in. If thou hast a resume, just leave it by the door. Yes? Thank thee. Well, apparently we will not be appearing in this play. We are not good enough for the play. There are some actors here. There's Amber, who we know Shamino and her have a thing going on. What's your name, by the way? I'm Amber. What's your job? I'm an actress at the Royal Theatre. I played the role of Sherry the Mouse in the new play. Tell me about Sherry. Canst thou imagine such drivel? I do not believe there ever was a Sherry the Mouse. Who ever heard of a mouse that could talk, especially these lines? I'd rather play a queen. Much more fitting for me, I would say. Huh. Tell me what lines. What's so bad? I have to memorize this preposterous children's story called Hubert's Hair-Raising Adventures. Well, that's nice. Tell me about the theater itself. 'Tis a lovely space in which to perform. I have dedicated my life to acting, thou knowst. You have? Dedicated, eh? Actually, this will be my debut, theatrical performance. I've been working as a barmaid, waiting for my first chance to be in the theater. Tell me about the space here. Raimundo himself had a hand in the design of the theater. Tell me about being a queen. I asked Raimundo about this, and threw a tantrum. He said that it would not be historically accurate. Ha! As if there were something of any significance. Tell me about the play you're in. Between thee and me, methinks the play stinks. She winks at you. Well, goodbye. Alright, how about this guy? This is a tall, skinny actor with knobby knees. What's your name? I am Jesse, and I am a star. What's your job? I work in the Royal Theatre as an actor. I have played all the great roles in my career. I now have the chance to play the part of a lifetime, the Avatar. Tell me about the Avatar. The role is very challenging. I have a plethora of lines, and I had to work with a trainer for weeks to prepare for an enormous amount of activity required. This role will make Jesse a household name. Why is it challenging? It is easily the most ambitious theatrical production ever conceived. There is over 100 hours of playtime. That is a long time for an audience. Get it? It's over 100 hours long, like this game is said to be. Tell me about your lines. My biggest lines are, name, job, bye. Tell me about the Royal Theatre. Because I must cater to the masses, we never have the opportunity to do experimental works, only the traditional gruel of mediocrity. But it's a wonderful space, and it has marvelous acoustics. What kind of experimental works? My favorite piece is something Raimundo wrote for me entitled 3 on a Codpiece. I stand on stage and invite the audience to join me in tearing an undergarment into tiny pieces, after which they are placed in funeral urns and mixed with wheat paste, the pieces of cloth, not the audience members. Then the audience may glue the pieces anywhere on my body that they wish. That's rather experimental. The people, the masses, like to see tales of heroic adventures, knights in armor, beautiful princesses, wise kings, wizards, evil monsters, all that rot. So he doesn't like the people. Goodbye. Be sure to come to the show when it opens. And finally, the actor has much stage presence and a booming voice. What's your name, sir? My real name is Stuart. My stage name is Lawrence. Hey, Lawrence. 'Tis the name of a particular hero of mine. Okay, what's your job? I am the greatest actor who ever lived, he proclaims with absolutely no modesty. I am playing the character YOLO in the new play. Oh, tell me about YOLO. Stuart's features are obviously ruffled. Yes, I have been cast as second banana pet again. Oh, yet again. I am much more suited to play the Avatar, but old Raimundo cast me. No. But thou art nothing like me, says YOLO. And who art thou, pray tell? Why, I'm the real YOLO. Of course thou art, and I am really Lord British. Thou must take me for an ass to think I would believe that. Your friend whispers to you, these actor types. A touchy bunch, eh? Tell me about Raimundo. I suppose he's a good director. He never cast me in the right roles, though. And to think, I went to school with him. We were on our first stage crew together. What about the Avatar? Stuart whispers to you, Jesse is all wrong. Why, thou wouldst make a better Avatar than he, and thou probably couldst not act thy way out of a reagent bag. That is not a reflection on thee, but on Jesse. How about acting? Acting is the highest form of art. It allows one to step outside oneself and become another person. 'Tis like a game! Alright. Goodbye. Be sure to come to the show when it opens. Well, that was fun. We got to be audition for a play, and we got to wear our cool Avatar costume. We'll hold on to the Avatar costume. We'll wear our armor, but that costume may come in handy later if we want to look like ourselves. Alright, what building is this here? The Music Hall. I already looked up the runes for it. I didn't just read it. Alright, so in the music hall, we've got a lute. Again, let's play some of these instruments. got a lute over there. Harpsichord. We got the xylophone. We got a harp back there, which we've already heard. What else do we have in here? Ooh, is that a lyre? It is. We can play that. Some whistles. And are these more... Oh, what are these? Ah. They play the same as the other lutes. Okay. Well, who do we have here in the music hall? You see a handsome and flamboyant musician. What's your name, sir? The musician nods at you. I am Nino. What's your job? I am studying to be the greatest bard that Britannia has ever known. I probably already am the greatest bard Britannia has ever known. You know that Nino is not at all modest. Okay, tell me about being a bard. It is a great honor to be a bard. Thou art someone who gives pleasure to other people, whilst at the same time fulfilling a creative urge within thyself. This is truly magical. I know this from mine experience playing with the avatars. Oh yeah, he's in the band The Avatars. Okay. 'Tis a singing group I play with. We play at the Blue Boar every evening. Please come listen to us. Nino leans in to whisper. But I plan to begin performing alone very soon. I am obviously the most talented member of the quartet. What are you studying? The music hall provides a great environment for study. Judith is a wonderful teacher, and the opportunities are of the highest quality. One day I shall travel the world and entertain the common folk and nobles alike. How will you entertain them? It is my dream to be famous throughout the land. I shall tour the country every year and play in the largest pubs of every town. He winks at you. I shall be assured of wooing the women. Dost thou not think so? I don't think so. Farewell, thou must watch the posting for our performance dates. So this must be Judith. You see an attractive middle-aged woman with music in her eyes. What's your name? I am Judith, and I already know who thou art. What's your job? I teach music at the music hall. I also fatten my purse a bit by playing with the avatars. Tell me about music itself. Music is my life. I know I will never be a famous bard, but I receive great pleasure from playing and performing. I enjoy teaching as well. Alright, what do you teach? It fulfills my life purpose to teach others. It also gives me time away from home. Why don't you want to be home? Oh, I don't want to speak about mine home. Mine husband and I, well, we are not altogether happy. What's wrong with your husband? Thou mightst know him. He is Patterson, the town mayor. He is an intelligent, honest man, but we have our differences. I do not know why I am telling thee all of this. Well, what kind of differences? Well, for one thing, he is a member of the group, the Fellowship. Another is that he does not spend too much time at home. I cannot believe he works so much. Oh, he works, does he? He is always saying he has to work late. Some nights he comes home before dawn. Other nights he is out the entire night. Well, I must not think about it. I only become saddened. I must concentrate on my music. Alright, what about the Fellowship? They seem to have taken over our lives. They seem to have taken over our country. Doesn't like the Fellowship. We are a singing group. We play at the Blue Boar every evening. Please come to hear us. My pupil, Nino, is in the group as well. We hope to tour the country next year if we can raise the funds. And tell me about this beautiful music hall. Lord British appointed me music teacher a couple years ago. It's a wonderful job. Okay. Goodbye. Judith goes back to her instrument after a smile and a wave. Thank you, Judith. Well, I tell you what. That's pretty cool. I still wish we had been in the play. I'm sad that we were not deemed good enough. Ah! Oh yes, here we passed this before. So this man runs the show. You see a flamboyant-looking gentleman. He is very cheerful and outgoing, greeting you with a smile and a wave. What's your name, sir? From out the dawn, when sun doth rise, until next morn when moon must go, I answer to thy beck and cries. Thine humble servant, Carraccio. What's your job? The puppet's curtain I unfurl, and from mine hands the story's told. For pleasure of a boy or girl, to see doth cost 1 coin of gold. To take good measure of thy power, forged in fire of virtue's heart, to ring the bell this very hour, do test thy strength till thy muscles smart, and perhaps impress thine own sweetheart. Horatio winks at you. Or dost thou wish to be a king? Yonder sticks a sword and stone. If thou canst pull it out, thou wilt be the next upon the throne. Alright, strength test. Take the hammer in thine hand, and strike a blow upon the ground. If thine arms be possessed of might, then thou shalt hear a ringing sound. Once thou hast struck, if thou hearest not, then thou dost know thy strength is flagging. But if thou dost win the strength test, game, thou shalt receive a stuffed dragon. How about the puppet show? My childhood eyes spied father's toil, a puppet show of splendor royal. Time's breeze has blown, my father's gone, his child has grown, regrets anon. Gears and wheels move the Muppets now, in need of no one, and so I keep his carnival song playing on and on alone. What regrets? The faces press before me, fleeting moments chance of glee, from the lowly mongrel beggar to the resident of throne. Each know their place and gave me chase to find the one for me, woman whom my life may share, this heart that waits alone. Ooh, who is the resident of the throne? Thine ignorance doth make me skittish. Surely thou hast heard of wise Lord British? And the mongrel beggar? A beggar man called Snaz will come to watch my show, to steal and sell all my best jokes, mine own personal foe. Aw, he's got somebody's joke thieving. The woman, the awakening of mine heart's idol, lies neath me, for I see her still. No bard could e'er describe nor tell the tenderness of my fair Nell. Aw, and tell me of Nell. 'Tis said love is a fiery angel, riding soft silk wings of pure redemption. My puppet's heart still has an anvil at the wicked thrill of her attention. By mine angel, Nell, I am anointed, humble cowardice felled by passion's blade. As her beloved I was once appointed, perchance through destiny a marriage made. What happened to the marriage? My coins are arrows rushing to make good, till the day when the jeweler sells his ring. For my sure heart is not but carved from wood, and she doth tend to be to the bed of a king. Oh, he's in love with Nell, who must be like the serving lady at the castle. Okay, what wicked thrill. Horatio looks as if he is lost in a memory. After a moment he turns to reality. It would not be a gentleman if I spoke of this more. Forgive me the candor of mine heart's open door. He appears somewhat embarrassed, and clears his throat loudly several times. Tell me about the gears and wheels. I fear an end to my family craft, where the show is run by human heart. But bones do age, not so machines, and we cannot simply replace a part. I carry on as best I can, a machine to play my father's role. Control the marionettes unseen, struggling to imbue them with a soul. See foolish pride and love, brutality and sin, Carraccio's tiny world of moving dolls, enough to make me gasp, or cry, or grin. All who wish to see, 'tis time to hear my calls, for now the puppet show is about to begin. Alright, so we've already been here. We hit this, the test of strength. Art thou an avatar? Yes, but I'm not strong enough to make that happen. Can I move the sword? It's too heavy. Still too heavy. The puppet show we got to see, though. Now it is time for the young and the old to dig in their pockets and give up the gold. Dost thou wish to donate a gold piece? Yes! Luckily, the entire party is standing in front of the Punch and Judy show, so we didn't get to watch it. Alright, so here we have an orchard. Is this... Hey, was that a chicken? No, it's just a bird. Is this the place where the chickens are? That guy told us there were chicken nests that we had to dig through. These look to be trees. These are not chickens. Now look, I am not a great farmer man who knows my animals all that well. But I know that chickens are not trees. Where is this guy at? Yes, it looks like rain. Stop moving! Come back here! Stop moving! There we go. You see a man whose wrinkled face forms a caricature of grumpiness. What's your name? I am Fig. What's your job? I am the caretaker of the royal orchards here in Britain. Tell me about the orchards. Here are grown the finest apples in all of Britannia. I would let thee sample one, but it would be against the law, as thou art obviously not of noble stock. Okay, so you're the caretaker. My responsibilities include caring for the trees, watching over the pickers at harvest time, and protecting the royal orchard from thieves. You get thieves for the apples? They would rob us down to the last twig if I gave them a chance. I should be awarded a medal from Lord British himself, the way I risk my very life and limb protecting this orchard. Why, I just caught another thief recently. His name was Weston. Ah! Remember, Weston was the husband of the lady down in Paws who was in jail for robbing from the orchard. Tell me about Weston. He now resides in the prison, thanks to me. I knew what he was up to from the moment I saw him. He had the look of a hardened apple thief, and I had him nicked by the town guard. How did he look like an apple thief? Oh, he came here with some sob story, but when one is as astute an observer of human behavior as I am, one can tell the true intent of people, which is often contrary to what they will say to thee. What sob story did he have? I do not recall exactly. Something about his impoverished wife and family starving to death in Paws, or some load of rubbish. Huh. Why does he go to prison? Yes, Weston is now living in our local prison. If thou dost not believe me, thou canst go there and see for thyself. What did you observe? Yes, I do consider myself to be a more than passable judge of character. And dost thou know how I became so? No. Then I shall tell thee. I am a member of the Fellowship. The Fellowship is a wonderful organization that is open to all the people of Britannia, and I have learned so much through studying its philosophy, and it has helped me to live my life to the fullest. Through the Fellowship, I am able to achieve what I have set out to do in life, and I am a better person for having joined. Huh. Tell me the philosophy. Okay, same stuff. Here's the philosophy. Do you want to join? Yes. Go talk to Batlin. Cool. Tell me about the trees. Apple trees require constant care. I must make sure the trees all have enough water, but not too much. They electrolytes. It's what plants crave. I must keep all trees properly trimmed and be watchful so that the crop does not get infested by bugs or worms. I am also required to pick up all of the fallen apples, which is a job in itself. Tell me about the pickers. Most of them are migrant farmers from Paws. Because they were once farmers, they are convinced they know more about the upkeep of the orchard than I. Of course, that is preposterous. Also, the pickers do not take orders very well. Okay, I can see that thou shouldst be on thy way. So this guy is just a big old jerk who put Weston in jail for being poor and hungry and wanting to save his family. Well, hey, let's be honest. If he stole the apples, he broke the law. I mean, he belongs in prison if he is an apple thief. That's just the case. I don't know. I can't fault the guy for doing his job. I mean, really. There's still one farm we haven't found yet, which is the farm that has the eggs. Remember, there's what was his name? Was it Merrick? The other farmer here in town who has the chicken farm. Is this it? Or is this just a random field up here? This is just a random field. There are no eggs in this farm. I was hoping to find Merrick's... what was his name? Now I can't remember. It was Merrick, wasn't it? Wasn't that the dude's name? The farmer? I can't remember. Oh well. Well, here we have a house. We're kind of up on the corner. This is the moat around Castle Britain. Let's see what's in here. Ooh, this is another fancy place. Nothing in the desk we're picking up. Hail, Hail, Britannia is playing very loudly all of a sudden. We got that. Whatever this material is, this dress is made out of, is intriguing. Ooh, a rolls. We'll leave the rolls behind. This is cool. Why would you build a central garden, though, with no door into it? Questionable design decision. If I do say so myself. Somehow we left the party behind us. And somehow I forgot to do... Oh, sorry. There's going to be... There we go. Hey, party. Did y'all get stuck on this door? Come on. Lordy. We left everyone behind. These must just be like the rich people houses. Because they aren't... yeah, these are just some rich... Ooh. A little horsey. And you can make it rock. Oh, this game is the best game ever made. Okay, what do we have here? One of the beasts for the harpsichord. If you put it on the harpsichord, it doesn't just play. Okay. Oh, hey. Oh, no. We were in here once. This was the place where you could paint. That I was so bad at it. Or is this the same one? I'm using paint. I don't understand how to paint. Play, Directing, Analysis, Communication, and Style by Francis Hodge. Within the pages of this highly respected textbook, one can find the highly touted and sometimes controversial methods of staging a play. Written by an eminent professor emeritus from a university in a distant land, this book is considered by most thespians as a definitive source book on directing. Anything in these... Nope, just a candle. Yes, YOLO, I'm very fine. I'm done trying to paint. Every time I try it, it doesn't work out. I'm going to give up on being an artiste forever. It just shall never happen. Grug shall never artiste it up. Ooh, this place has got some fancy windows. Alright, so there's nobody home in this other rich house. Anything in the... Ooh, some garlic. Go ahead and grab that for... Oh, no, no, not Grug. No, not YOLO, because every time he picks things up, they wind up... whatever. YOLO, grab it. And a candle. I was just afraid to give it to YOLO because stuff was winding up in weird places in his backpack, so who knows. We'll throw this in there. Can't go wrong with a little bit of garlic. We're going to want to cast spells eventually. And we're going to need the reagents for that. So I think, did we go in this little house? No, we haven't. Where are those dogs going? There's like 100 dogs all headed off to this side. I don't know why. Okay. Let's check out this little tiny house here. Don't know who lives here, but it's a very small dwelling. And all they have are some pants. Just some pants. No one cares about pants. Alright. Well, I guess the castle is all that we have left now. I mean, we never did find the egg farm. We've looked everywhere. I can't find anywhere. We've lost half the party somewhere. I can see him right there. Who was... Come on, Sentry. Stick with the party, man. So it looks like the castle is what we have left. Now, we've been in the castle. We have two things we want to accomplish in the castle. One is there were those items on... Oh, we went too far. There were the items on top of the castle roof that we saw that we wanted to grab. So we need to figure out how to get inside that room. And number two, there's going to be a bunch of people for us to talk to in the castle that we didn't talk to last time. So let's go ahead and head up in. Got a couple minutes left. So there's Chuckles. We've talked to him enough. And what time is it? It's 4 o'clock. It's not too late. Let's talk to this gargoyle. You see an impressive winged gargoyle with a stately demeanor. What's your name? To be known as Wislam. What's your job? To be advisor to Lord British and act as representative for my race here in Britain. To be honored to be in long line of advisors to the king. So your name is Whistlam, to be the word for wise man, and you're an advisor. To make sure the gargoyle race is heard in the castle, because Lord British is a racist. To have been a long road to acceptance and integration into Britannian society. Tell me about it. To tell you that not long after your last visit, the gargoyle settled upon Turfin, an island to the southeast, to have moved little by little onto the mainland. It's why society is so hard to integrate. To be accepted in most places, to feel sad, however, that there are still towns that do not accept us, but our Lord and King, Draxanusum, is still alive and is doing a magnificent job, to know and help all gargoyles who are alive. What about Anamo, the gargoyle who was killed in Trinsic? Whistlam listens to your story about the murders in Trinsic. To be sad to hear this, we suggest to you that you visit Lord Draxanusum in Turfin and tell him about Anamo. He will know who Inamo's parent gargoyle is. To recommend you relay this news as soon as possible. To go soon and tell Draxanusum about Anamo? Yes, I will. To know you are reliable. Goodbye. Alright, well, I mean, think about that. If you were a gargoyle parent, you'd want to know if your gargoyle... Well, I mean, if you were a winged gargoyle, I would guess, you'd want to know if your on-winged gargoyle buddy had died. That would be something important. We're going to have to relay that. Well, folks, before we dive more into the castle here, we're going to wrap up this episode, and when we come back, we have a whole bunch of people to talk to, maybe talk to Lord British a little bit more, and we have a lot of stuff to steal. I mean borrow, before we're done here in Britain and make our way to the next town. So, folks, we'll be doing that in the next episode of Gaming with Grug. Until then, I want to say thanks for watching. Please tell your friends. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, we hope to see you soon.